Hey, morning, everybody. Morning. We here today. Unfortunately, Big Zai's not here for us, but it's okay. The Answer Era podcast is on. We ready to go. We got stuff about the Sixers. We got stuff about the Phillies. We got stuff about the Eagles. So we're going to get it started. Let's go. We're going to start this off early. We got Quaz. He here for us today. Where you at, Quaz?
What's the deal, homie? I'm
Hey,
up here
how
in the
you doing?
building. Yo, happy Sunday morning. I know what just happened with the Phillies got everybody a little tense, a little stressed. But I mean, look, they over exceeded anybody's expectation. But the Sixers, yo, we gotta talk about these dudes, man. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not feeling them. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the rotations. I'm not feeling none of that. All right. So we go ahead and talk about it. But go ahead and keep doing what you're doing, homie. But I'm glad to be here.
Well, we got to have our production manager, Lil Ski. He's here. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a light show today. You know, everybody couldn't be here with us today, but that's okay. We're gonna continue the show. We got Lil Ski.
What's going on there? What's going on? I only want to talk about winning teams right now, so let's have an Eagles show. No, I'm playing, but let's get the show started. Ready to get it started. Let's go.
All right. Well, let's start it off. Well, first thing we got going is let's talk about what the heck is going on with the Sixers. A general overview. What do we got, Quad?
All right. I'll be honest with you. For me, I haven't really been able to really sink into them because obviously it's Philadelphia. We got a lot of stuff popping right now. You got the Eagles that's undefeated. You had the Union. I tried to peek in on them yesterday too. And then you had the Phillies doing what they doing. And besides all that, I got a job, a real job, a paycheck job. Okay. I'm not going to be messing around with nothing but sports. But from what I've seen from just looking in on them, for me, it hasn't been an exciting brand of basketball. I'm one of those fringe guys that need to be pulled in with your style of play, how you playing. I'm not feeling really connected with this team. I'm gonna probably because they brought so many people in, and right now Doc is kind of working out the rotations and seeing where people fit and sticking the guys that he know who's been here last year, sticking them on the bench and wait. Because he know where he can put them in, because he know what they can do. So I'm watching new guys like kind of get their footing with this the rotational thing. I'm not excited about what I'm seeing, especially last night. We'll talk about how we let one slip to the Knicks when we could have won without both of our key stars in the lineup. But for me, overall, right now, this is that time of year for basketball coaches to do more sorting and figuring versus the fans actually latching on to what they see. So, it's right.
Okay. Ski, you got an opinion on that?
Yeah, I feel like this year, since we have so many new faces, especially because of like Daryl Morey, he's an aggressive kind of basketball operations kind of guy. He likes to make aggressive trades, aggressive moves. He likes to bring in the people that he likes. That's why we kind of look like the Rockets used to look. We got a lot of people that used to play for the Rockets around James Harden. But I feel like since we have such a new team, it feels like, we're trying to, like Quad said, we're trying to figure things out. We're trying to put people in, see how they could fit into Doc's system, see how they can fit in to what and complement off of Harden and Embiid. But it's not exciting right now because we're not winning. Like, it's just pretty much what it is. We're not winning games. We're 4-6, I believe, right now.
No.
Something around there.
It's record. 4 and
I think it's 4 and 6.
It's one game. It's like we're 3.
I think it's maybe 4 and 5.
Yeah.
So if it's 4 or 5, 4 or 6 around there, we're not winning right now. Yeah. So we're not winning right now. It's pretty much our overview right now, and because of the Phillies and everything, because of the Eagles obviously winning,
expectations are real high.
Right, our expectations are real high, and since we're not meeting those, even without them, we were supposed to come out hot and be one of the best teams in the East. And I think right now we're 10th. So I know it's very early, but still, you want to see good results from your team. So that's kind of my overview.
Well, I got 2 points to make on my overview. The first one is, I think Embiid is got to figure out a way to join the team. Like, it's like either it's the Harden thing, like you said, or it's Embiid. I don't see them two being a team together. Like, it's either, like I said, they're both getting good numbers, but it's either Harden's doing it or Embiid's doing it. I don't see them two being the like a joint togetherness. Okay. The other thing is with the Morey. I want to talk about him. What is this thing going on about? We lost our draft picks to pick them. Like, what's going on here?
Oh yeah, they were saying they were tampering with PJ Tucker
We
before.
tampered to get them. Now that's a little different. Now when you start talking about, why the team is looking like they're looking, this means this was a deliberate act to get. I mean, they always said Morey wanted his people, but my goodness, we lost a draft pick, the second rounder. That's going to be made. That's just important.
That's retro. That's retro for James Harden.
I understand, but
it's retro. You pay for that later.
So as an overview, if we're really talking about the overview, I got to talk about everything. I don't understand why we brought this team in like this and it not really working, only because it doesn't seem to gel with Embiid. That's all.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Tyrese.
No, Maxey, Maxey don't blend with Embiid.
He don't.
Embiid is the non-blender. You know what I mean?
I've been saying that. I don't want to go there. But they definitely are a faster team.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't want to go there yet. But
now he's still, and that's basically, and I guess one quick thing to add to that is, just to say about the game that was last night, what happened last night was we didn't have a star, so they played very well and then just didn't know how to win. You know what I mean? We don't know how to win. That Maxey doesn't know how to win. You saw he just went up there and shot that ball with 25 seconds left. He'd never been the guy to do that. That's the first time he had, he might get the ball at the end, but in the timeout, they wasn't like, okay, Maxey, do this. You know what I mean? So he had that opportunity last night and you saw it. He just, I don't know what that was, because he had 30 points.
I thought the last shot was taken by DeAndre Melton. I thought Melton took the last shot.
25 seconds left.
Right. But then I thought they got the ball back.
We got the ball back again.
He got it back, but that's what cost us the game. That was the shot. He was supposed to take it.
I thought, my opinion on last night's game is coming down the stretch. I mean, we all from the answer era. We seen AI go 10 for 29, just like Maxey did. We seen those kind of games, a poor shooting night. We always said, just incorporate a little bit of assist game in your game. Just keep crashing to the rim, but have everybody else crashing behind you and then start dishing a little bit. A shooter, even though he knew that he had to put the ball up because James is not there, Joe's not there, I would like to see his assists. Once you start recognizing, I'm a little off tonight, you really want to be an all-star guard, start dishing out, giving some nice.
Learn how to be a point guard. You're saying
give some dimes out.
Right.
Because I think they just allowed the team, behind his poor shooting, and the lack of scoring from other areas, they allowed the Knicks to come on back. And of course, with bad defense. But they needed that punch. And I don't think Doc said, yo, young bull, you off tonight. I need you to start dishing. I don't think Doc ever told him. I think he told him, keep shooting it. You're our shooter for tonight. That's what I think.
Okay. Anything to add, or let's move on?
That's all good. We can move on.
Okay. All right. So now let's talk about this because there's another topic of what's going on with our season. Injuries. Now we got people hurt. Harden's out. First of all, I didn't even see the play. I don't know how is that a month. I stubbed my toe before. It wasn't a month. You know what I mean? But a month? Oh my gosh. Okay. Embiid, he's doing what
Embiid does.
Right. He just decided he ain't playing. Quaz, what you got?
The load management, I can understand. I've come accustomed to this. Look, Embiid played as many games in his whole career last year, still didn't win MVP. I can understand if you feel like, it don't even make a difference. Load manage and make sure that you're strong for the finish. We've seen that even with that formula, we still can't get out of this second round. So I'm okay with Embiid doing what he's doing. But when you put a old team around him, I ain't gonna say old, a more mature team around him, here there's going to be injuries. Older guys take a little longer to come back from injury. That was my concern with when you was dealing away all of our young prospects to go get people. And I thought that I don't want to hurry up and be old. I know they say the NBA is a man's league. I get that. But I don't want a whole bunch of older players because when they start getting hurt, guess what? It take them longer to come back, and they get more frequently. So as far as
some of them seem to know how to get hurt on purpose.
Especially James Harden, you already know.
I know.
You already know. You already know.
So, they know how to get hurt.
I'm like, you reap what you sow. This is the team that you put together, Daryl. You're going to have stars who are going to be missing some games. That's why you built your bench. I'm actually excited to look forward to seeing what they have on the bench. I know those other stars are going to be there and when we need them, but I do want to see what we have in Melton and Montez because I didn't see these guys close up. House, Niang, I know what Niang does. I would like to see more shape, more Matisse. I'm okay with seeing the new acquisitions and some of our young boys. Let me see what we got because we know what we got when the stars are there. So for me, I'm actually going to dial in a little bit more that James ain't here and Joe ain't here. And to your point earlier, yeah, I don't see that mixing well either, Big Ski. I don't see that mixing well right now. I don't.
Okay.
You got it, Little Ski.
So yeah, I'm a little concerned with the Harden injury because it's his foot, which means he can't still
step back,
stay in shape. No, he can't stay in shape. He can't stay in shape while he's injured. Like if this was a hand or like an upper body,
right?
He can still stay in shape. But now that it's his foot, he can't really stay in shape. So I'm a little concerned for when he comes back. I'm hoping he doesn't look like he did last year. Like the start of this season, he seems like he's got a little bit of his step back. Like, he got a little bit more of his quickness back a little bit. But now that he's going to be out a month, I'm hoping he don't lose that again. Yeah. But with that being said, I think once Embiid comes back, I think we'll be able to run our team through him. And he's one of the best players in the NBA. So I think we'll be fine. It won't be a real issue. You are right. Maxey is a fast change of pace type of player, up and down. And Embiid doesn't get up the court because he's a big man. So they don't play together well in transition, I would say. But I think we'll be fine. And I think Maxey can become a fringe all-star player this year with Harden being out a month. So I'm not sure if he'll make the initial cut, but with all the injuries, like you said, stars sitting out, Maxey may be one of those replacement guys that gets in there. So I think Maxey needs to step up going forward, obviously Embiid. And Tobias played good the other night versus Knicks. So I'm hoping we see him kind of make a reemergence into kind of what we hope him to be. So I think we'll be all right. And like Quad said too, with our bench, I think if we get some good contributions from players like Melton, Montrezl Harrell, Niang, I think we'll be pretty good. So,
well, I don't think Harrell was really like blended with us. Like, he's one of them players like Tucker, where you see him, he's one of these guys. He's just there. It's like all that. Like they not his friends or something on this team. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to be your friend. You know what I mean? He want them. He's like he your big brother. You know what I mean? Tucker, your big brother. You know what I'm saying? So or your uncle. You know what I mean? But I ain't seen it from her. Like you don't even notice that he doesn't like you when he was on them other teams. You recognize them. Like I don't even really recognize Harold when he's in the game. It's like, oh, that's Harold. Okay. Like he doesn't have an identity on our team. Nobody does. That's the problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't have it. That's it. We got 3 different style of teams. Like, we got Maxey style, we got Harden style, which is how the general manager has made the team, and then we got
ISO ball.
Then we got ISO ball. But we got to just blend it together. If we do that, then and stepping forward, it's got to be Maxey, but I mean, I just don't like the injuries. What is this? You know, we ain't got nothing. I mean, this is not if we was doing good, you can have an injury. We're not doing good. We about to be, and then it's gonna be like, oh, because of injuries. But they wasn't doing. We in 10th, you said, right?
10th or yeah.
How many teams came from 10th ever to win the championship? Like they was in 10th to start
0
at some point.
Well, Boston last season wasn't.
They were 10th.
They were about 8th.
I said 10th.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. Well then, all right. So is that all we got for the Sixers, guys? Because we can move.
Well,
on.
we got one more. We got
predictions.
predictions.
Yeah, we got predictions. Let's talk about that. Now, unfortunately, guys, we can't go back to the we had a tape of who said what. So, but I'm gonna just let everybody know. I said we were going to be 3-1, and I was right. Just so everybody knows. Quaz, you weren't here, so you didn't get to pick. But you probably would have been wrong if you did. Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I do. So I think Little Ski said he was 3-1.
I was 3-1.
You were 3-1?
Okay.
3-1. So that means what did Big Zai say?
2-2.
2-2. And Herbie said something like 0-0, didn't he?
I'm not sure what it is. I think he said 2-2.
For somebody. But we're going to have a tape next time, guys. So let's go into predictions for this week. So what we got this week is we got the Suns at home. We got the Hawks away. And then we got the Hawks at home on a back-to-back. So, Quaz?
First of all, I don't like the fact that they schedule is interfering with my NFL. Monday night and Thursday night is their schedule this week. I'm gonna be like this with the remote. I gotta keep doing all this and all that. You know what I mean? I don't like that. But it is what it is. Okay, so we go out there and get our backs kicked in by the Suns, and I think we split with Atlanta, giving us a 1-2 over the next 3.
So you said 1-2.
1-2. 1-2.
Okay, write that down.
Suns lost in the split with Atlanta.
See, yeah, he wouldn't have. See, you see, with that negativity, he wouldn't have been right last time.
It's not negative. It's what I say. It's what I say.
Right. 1-2. All right. What you guys?
I got 2-1. I think we're gonna beat the Suns. I think I'm maybe wishful thinking, but I think we're gonna beat the Suns, and I think we're gonna split with the Hawks. And I'm gonna go with the away win and the home loss. Actually, so I'm going to go win at Suns, and win at home versus Suns, and then I think we're away first.
So you think we're going to go 2? We're going
to go 2 and yeah, we're going to win the first 2 and then lose the last one.
Okay. I probably will go with 2-1 only because we better. You know, we can't keep doing this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now does anybody know when does Embiid come back?
I'm not sure.
I heard it was his stubbed toe.
No, I heard it was an illness.
Oh, the flu, like symptoms or something. Okay,
yeah.
Not COVID though.
No.
I heard that. Okay, well, I got 2-1 as well. I think I'm winning overall when we do our predictions. We're gonna have to get back to that because I'm really talented at the predictions part of it. So I'm gonna go 2-1 again. And anything else anybody got on the Sixers?
Nope, we'll look at the tape.
Okay, well, again, we got some other stuff going on in the town. The Phillies, last night, we lost the World Series. I'm happy for them. I think they did an outstanding job. We wasn't supposed to be there. How the heck do you change a coach? And somehow, they was not even in the playoffs, and then you change the coach, and one day later, you in the World Series. So, Doc Rivers need to be careful. I'm gonna just throw that in. But but I never seen nothing like that. So I'm not mad at them. We couldn't hit those guys. Timely hits. It was fun. You know what I mean? I'm not really a baseball guy, but I enjoyed watching it. It gave excitement to the city. Phillies, I'm not mad at them. I think they'll make it again next year? Probably not. You know what I mean? Because I think this was a fluke. There's way better teams. Maybe not in our division though. Between us, the Mets, and Atlanta, it's always one of them 3. But we'll see what happens. They should have a lot of confidence going in. That's what I got about the Phillies.
I see it as look. I think Topper got as much as he could out of the group that he had. and I did not even expect them to make the playoffs. I'm gonna be honest. So everything was gravy for me. But making it into the playoffs, now I got to watch you, and now I get to basically evaluate what your team does. That's what I like to do. They're one starting pitcher, and I'm gonna guess one contact hitter away from actually playing with Houston teams like that. My biggest problem is like Gene Segura was supposed to be that type of guy that, always put the ball in play no matter what. And you need to have that guy at two. You can't have that many strikeouts at the top of your lineup. Somebody has got to be the bull who put the ball in play. And they probably they hoping that Bryson Stott maybe slips into that role. They may have to go out and get a straight up guy who can hit 290, 310 for the year, that type of ball, because then you bring in Harper right behind there, and then you cool. Offensively, you would have been cool if you just had one guy who could move a runner. One guy who could move a runner. But again, one more pitcher. I'm not down on Alvarado. I'm not down on him. I mean, I would have left in Wheeler. I ain't gonna lie. I would let Wheeler finish it. He got himself into it. Try to get yourself out. He was dealing up to that point. I would probably left him in. But all in all, again, I believe they're one starting pitcher and one contact hitter away from returning.
Yeah, to back off your point, I don't think they should have took Wheeler out either. That in that inning, he was doing fine. I believe he walked somebody before Altuve. Altuve came up and it was supposed to be a double play, but Altuve is a fast shortstop or a fast second baseman. I'm sorry, he's a fast second baseman. So he beat the double play. Okay, he would have been, if there was no double play involved, he would have been out. So we would have had the out.
But he wasn't.
But he wasn't out. Right, but he wasn't because
it wasn't the pitcher's fault.
Right, it wasn't the pitcher's fault, because if there wasn't a man on base to do a double play, he would have been. They'd just do it the first base. He would have been out.
Right.
That wasn't on Wheeler. Then we let up the hit to Pena. Okay, that's one hit, and then we took him out. I was like, why?
I know, right there. I'm like, yo, let him keep doing.
So the announcers were saying that the analytics say that lefty on lefties, it's harder for lefties to hit off lefties. So we put in Alvarado, but at that hit, I was like, geez, that was going out the park. That was out.
He was lucky to keep him in the park there.
Right. Yeah, that hit was like, as soon as he hit that, we was like, oh, so that's gone. But yeah, I don't think we should have took Wheeler out. But overall, the season, yeah, like my dad said, no, we didn't expect these guys to do anything. They changed managers in the middle of the season. We got in, I think, the last wild card or almost the last wild card in the NL. It kept this excitement in the city. We just got hot at the right times, beat teams that probably were better than us, like Atlanta and the Padres. Probably a little like they were a little bit better, but we got hot. We have the home run hitters. I think Bryce Harper is one of the best players in
that boy that bats number
one. And Schwarber is a home run hitter.
Yes, he is.
He hits home runs. I think we have right. Rhys Hoskins is he's a good first baseman, but he doesn't hit the ball good enough. He is either a home run or a strikeout. There's no.
I think our weakness though is at the hitter 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9. Do okay. Mm-hmm. That boy with the beard, I don't know why they took him out last night.
Brandon Marsh.
Yeah.
Whoever that is, the boy with the beard, he hits. And he's a 9th hitter.
Mm-hmm.
And the boy that's 8th. It's Segura, the second baseman, the Mexican, the Puerto Rican. He's the one that don't hit.
Yeah.
So, and then Camilla don't hit. And then
Castellano.
Okay.
Yeah.
He hits.
But yeah.
Camilla, right?
Castellano. But I got you.
Right.
I get what you're saying.
He's number 5.
But I actually think Quaz is right. And I think we actually need to make Wheeler our ace instead of
he is, I think.
No, Nola is our ace.
I don't know.
I think they put Nolan before Wheeler. Like the first pitcher.
Wheeler's the ace. Wheeler's the ace.
I thought Nolan was the ace. No.
It was time off. It was time off.
Okay.
Because Wheeler
he don't have no flair.
Yeah.
He don't have no flair.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
But you still need that 3. You need that third ball.
It's the third.
Yeah.
What's the playoffs? What's the ball with the S?
Suarez, Ranger.
Yeah,
Ranger. No, the pitcher. The third.
Ranger Suarez.
Yeah.
Ranger.
He's good.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 3. It's the fourth guy. You need four.
We need,
Muller
yeah.
wasn't really a well. He wasn't
His games,
really
he
a
didn't
top
lose.
ball.
His games he did 6-7 innings.
But you can't afford a bullpen game in
Well, they just
in
think
the
it's
playoffs.
It's going in.
So
and
what I'm saying is one more strong arm
that
to
you
not
don't expect.
maybe.
Right.
I would like somebody in the top 3 type rotational ball. You add one more of those and drop either Ranger Suarez or Nola down a peg. I'm completely cool with that. But that give me that nice rotation to go through 4 pitchers because Houston Bulls were dealing.
Yeah, after we won that game 7-0, I think something happened. They was like, all right, it's done. Like we were like, all right, we can't let these guys do this no more. So after that,
they got used to our crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
hey, look, and they were getting pitches too.
They didn't know that was about to happen. They was like,
they were getting pitches, man. I can't wait for the robot umps come in. They were getting pitches off the box. They were getting like those sliders, those low and away sliders, those curveballs that drop below the box. The umpire was giving them. He was giving them calls. I didn't like that at all.
Well, we got one
umpire myself, and I thought his zone was too high.
Yeah,
we got one yesterday. He was strike like a mug. The ball even walked away. It was right down the middle. He was like, ball. Everybody looked like, whoa.
Yeah. He trying to get everybody to take the bats off their shoulders, but I think I say my piece on that. I think they just a couple pieces away.
Yeah, but it sounds like everybody's happy with the season. I think that's the overall of the season of the city. You know what I'm saying? I think, everybody was happy. It was fun. It was fun. I had fun. So all right. Lastly, let's get into the Eagles.
Gonna make it quick.
8-0.
Ain't a lot else to say.
8-0. Wise, what you got?
We talk about obviously the biggest talk is all right, can they go 17-0? I think that's definitely premature. When I look at the back end of the schedule, I mean, one, you better hope you stay healthy, but teams that could possibly disrupt us, possibly. Earlier on, I thought the Saints could have been one of those teams, and I'm still not saying not the Saints, but Tennessee, we still got to play, and we're going to have to play Dallas again with Dak in Dallas. And the Giants are 6-2 right now, and we'll see what they do today. But they look like they're a competent NFL team. So I wouldn't talk about undefeated, but I think we can get a first round bye. We get that first round bye. Woo! That's all we need in the playoffs. You get that first round bye, it's like damn near punching your own ticket, man. So I'm excited about what we're seeing. We can talk about them a little bit more because there's so much to talk about. But as of right now, they're 8-0. There's nothing to not like.
Okay. Steve, what you got?
Yep. I think this is a perfect season for the Eagles. The NFC this year is down. Tom Brady's team's not good this year. Aaron Rodgers' team's not good this year. The Rams look like they have a Super Bowl hangover. Those teams have been kind of the leading kind of stakes in the NFC for the past couple of years. And now that they're kind of down, the Eagles are rising up and taking control of the NFC. So this is a perfect season for us to kind of take control of the NFC and get to the Super Bowl. But yeah, we're having a great season. We look good across the board. We just got to hope injuries don't plague us like they have in the past. And we got, stay healthy and keep doing what we're doing. Do not change nothing. We even added a DN, Robert Quinn, when we probably didn't even have to. So we just
because we sure was looking for him.
Well, he just got to the team, so he's not.
We sure was looking for him. We was looking for him.
Yeah,
There's some guy named it's the 90. The number that's playing right now is a number 94.
Yes, I believe that. I think that's him. I'm not quite sure. It's not him. I think that's Sweat. Then is that Josh Sweat?
Yes, that's Sweat. That's Sweat.
Yep. So yeah, just that's my quick thought. Just keep it going.
Okay, so now next. Okay, so what I got about the Eagles is that I just think that we're doing outstanding. Everything is going well. We're just beating teams that are on the schedule, and we're beating them how we're supposed to beat them. It's like people want to talk about the schedule. People want to talk about the schedule and you know, and they want to talk about it. I can't. I'm sorry, Mom.
So in conclusion,
no, look. Go ahead. Okay, I got nothing. This is my mom, y'all. Hey, hi, Mom. Say hi now.
Hello there.
How you doing?
hey,
Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. We're gonna talk football, okay?
But I can't talk football because I gotta talk to you.
No.
The doctor.
Okay. So I somebody help me out here.
what I'm saying is your mom more important than this podcast.
Right, yeah, you know.
So from everybody who not there and everybody who is here, we had a great time. We're gonna wrap this up. We see y'all next week on the Answer Era podcast. Yo, man, deal with your mom, man. Tell her I love her. Yo, we see y'all later on. We out.
All right.